There's something really nourishing about looking around and seeing people who look like you across every strata of life, especially when you were born in and grew up in a place where this was not the case. For me, that was the northeastern part of the United States, and I currently live in Johannesburg, and South Africa has its own complex history with race, but it's a place where at every turn, my own image is reflected back at me. And this is something I've only really known as an adult. I often think that what led me down a creative path was this desire to prove or represent the beauty and the dignity of my African culture and heritage. Now, though, that I live in a context that is affirmative of being Black and African, I think that a sense of wholeness and not a sense of lack has allowed my creative pursuits to really take shape and to find more space in my own life and hopefully in the world. The past 7 years living in South Africa have nurtured my creativity in ways beyond my imagination, though I think that that nurturing process really started a decade ago when I moved to Uganda, which is where my family is from. My name is Nansubuga Nagadya Isdahl, and I'm a writer and a creative entrepreneur. I guess I've always written, even though I wouldn't consider what I was producing in my teens and 20s writing at all, actually. It was just an outlet, really. And I never considered writing for children at all. But when I was pregnant with my daughter in Saba in 2014, it became clear to me that I should at least try to fill the gap. And that gap included very narrow representations of what it meant to be a child living in Africa. The whole spectrum of human possibility and potential and brilliance is reflected in the 54 countries of the continent, and yet global representations still largely focus on what's not working. And children's books, in my opinion, can be a gentle but powerful way to address this, which was part of the aim when I wrote my 2 children's books, Siba and Saba. And now writing for children and the people who read to them has become a way for me to share some of the things that I find beautiful and that I've experienced in my own life. But what keeps me motivated, I think, is somehow finding a way to use my voice to reflect the beauty and the magic that I see, despite and perhaps actually in protest to what the world tells me to see, especially about Africa, and then connecting that vision to somebody else's experience. I find that creativity breeds connection, and connection breeds love, and really, what's more important than love at the end of the day?